Hello there. We haven't talked for such a long time. For a month, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, maybe more, maybe less, I don't know. Should I look it up? Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I dare not to look it up. You know what happened is, I went back to work. Imagine the shock to the body, shock to the system going back to work after 1 year, after 1 year and 3 months to be more precise. Ha! It was something like a real torture, even though I wanted to do it. Imagine you want to do something, but you know it will hurt, but I've done it, and it's very interesting because I don't feel it's it's like how it was before. It's so different, a completely different world out there right now. It's very fragile. I don't remember since I've been started to work that all these contracts, all these places, or the relationships, or your connection with the colleagues, with the management was this fragile, like ever. Right now everyone is protecting something that doesn't exist anymore after the pandemic hit and rearranged everything out there. But we try to swim and we'll see how it goes. I don't think everyone knows the rules anymore. There are no rules yet of this new game, but everyone is trying really hard. But what I see, that it is really fragile. No matter that it's the friendship you have, or the relationship with the colleagues, or the work, or the clients. What happened is that when the pandemic hit, that that something we experienced that no one ever had. I think generations lived like without experiencing 1 year free time. And I know, especially I know, that I always wanted to have this kind of free time. 1 year and 3 months, so I can do whatever I want. And what happened is, it was literally a curse. I need to move twice in this time. Imagine when you supposed to have social distancing, you're supposed to stay at home so you don't spread anything. I needed to move twice, and it was extremely stressful. All the things that I wanted to do, basically some of it I could do it, but some other stuff I could not. But I remember after it started, the lockdown, and at some point they eased it. It's this lockdown, and the first place I went to, it was Camden town, and today I went back. So after like 1.5 years or something like that, or at least 1 year, I went back to Camden town, and oh my god, what was the difference? There were people in it. There's like a completely new part made of containers, very bright colors, yellow, blue, and things like that. So it's, I think, 3 or 4 floors. You need to climb it. It's all metal. It's wonderful, very, very safe to climb the stairs, especially when it was raining. Today was raining, it was all wet, so I was prepared to fall, and I said, if it's written for you that you need to fall, then you just you just prepare for it, and that's it. But I didn't fall, so it was quite good. It was raining, so I was really happy that apart from this container thing, this is the new part of the market, they put some igloos there. I don't remember 1 year ago there were igloos there. Igloos is basically like, looks like eggs, looks like a sphere, a roundy thing. I think it is made of glass, so you can see through it, and there is a round table that can accommodate up to maybe 8-10 people. Usually, that is one person on one group of people going there, but because it was raining, no one was really shy about that. When we sat down, there was a couple from Thailand, there was a bad guy, there was an, I don't know, Asian, Indian, like North Indian family, a couple, and 3 children. So this is how we were in the igloo, and we had a hot dog, a special one. There is a new place. It's a Polish sort of hot dog going on, and you can choose between half a meter hot dog and a quarter. I think it's called quarter of meter hot dog. And I said, okay, let's do half a meter, because what's happening is that my friend, we used to live together. We shared a flat for 2 months, and he decided to go home. I will definitely miss it, because every time we met, we went for a place he really wanted to try. He's 24 years old and he really likes food. He's a foodie, how we call it, like a few years ago. So we went to different places to try out the things we like, and hot dog, it was just a perfect thing. And it's interesting because he usually likes to have everything. He is a very minimalistic guy. Basically, when they ask him that what he wants in a hot dog, he said gherkins, and that's all. You know, when someone asks me what I want, I always say everything. Like, why do you even ask? Put everything what you have there. Why would you hold yourself back, you know? Put everything, why not? And this is great. So we were sitting there, and it was raining, and we were sitting in the igloo, and you know, this glass swab, and you know, you could see the raindrops and everything. It was very interesting. But Camden town, I remember when I moved here in the very beginning, my father was visiting me, and that was the first place we went to. We went to Camden town, and you know, people came to us. I was walking there, my father was walking beside me, and people came to us asking us if we want to purchase, like, you know, illegal stuff, and we said no, and then we walked maybe 2 meters, and another people came. 2 meters is like social distancing now, so 2 meters, and another person came. Oh, do you want this, do you want that? No, we are fine, thank you. So we were walking there, and after that we decided maybe we should go somewhere else, because this place is, I don't know how you could call it, maybe too trendy or something like that. My father didn't like it, I didn't like it. It wasn't really family friendly, but now it's changed. Now I would say that it is family friendly, and there were children there, there were couples there, there were grandparents there. So it is, you know, it's seen some changes in the last few years. Obviously there is Amy Winehouse statue, and there were 2 fresh flowers there. So this is great. And when we were walking around, he asked me, my friend, because basically that was his leaving party. He's leaving London, and I don't think he will be back in the next 100 years. You know, oh, so many changes. He's moving back. He will stay at home in our country for a couple of months, and then he will decide how it will be. Well, I can say that there is a strong possibility he won't be back, but we'll see after 5 months. Because what happened is that 10 people, out of 10 people, maybe 9 came back. No, 9 stayed there, and maybe 1 came back. Everyone is staying there. You know, when we come together for beer or something like that, anything that is allowed at the moment, we're talking about work, and it turns out that all of our colleagues still back in their country, and they don't really plan to come back at all. So we will see how it goes. That's what I said, you know, when I went back to work. This is what I realized, that there are new rules out there, and everything is really fragile, because no one knows what's going on exactly. The clients, they don't know either what they can ask for, what they not, and you know, it's like everything is really fragile right now. And I think it will take 1 or 2 years until we figure it out how it should look like, you know, what the expectations are, and how we can meet those expectations. Well, anyway, so that was my friend leaving party. We were having a hot dog in Camden town in the igloo, and it was great. We were going around, and I said at one point, when the pandemic hit, I was here, and everything was completely empty, and it was like a ghost town. But before that, I was here because my classmate opened a coffee bar in Camden Town. How cool is that? And I visited this coffee bar like 2 or 3 times, and I always had the same thing, hot chocolate, and I could never meet my classmate. But it was great, to go there and hear my language. And especially I like because this coffee bar had a theme, this kind of gothic cartoonish theme, which I really loved. I didn't know when we were going to the same school that she's into this kind of stuff. I know because I've done it before in my life that when you need to invest all your money, all your resources in one project, and that is the moment when it turns out what kind of personality you really have. And this is how I knew that I like travel. I was always, I don't know, I never liked travel before. Even when we went for like family holiday, I'm not sure if I liked it. And I remember when I was really young, I went to a rock festival. And in a rock festival, it's not just about music. You have tents, you have all sorts of businesses, you can purchase alcohol, food, and there are lots of other unique stuff. And there was one lady who was doing astrology and things like that. So I went there, I joined the crew, I sat down, and I talked to her at this rock festival when I was really young. And she told me that, oh, yes. I said, what yes? Then she said that, all your life will be about traveling. And I said, this is not a good news because I'm a very lazy person. I don't want to travel. I want to be at home. I want to have a normal life. Well, now that so many years has gone, yes, my life is about traveling. Obviously not since the pandemic hit, but before, every weekend I was off to go somewhere. And obviously you're the one who knows the best that it was always about traveling, going to New York, going to Paris, going to different places to meet friends and just experience the whole world. And now it's stopped, and 1 year and 3 months I was at home, and it was a real torture. I really want to go home. So today when we were in Camden Town in the igloo and we were watching the rain fall on the glass and we were eating this half-meter hot dog, I was thinking about how homesick I am. I think that is the worst feeling in this world.